This is Am Pirate with Capital Chaos, and here with me I have Yasad from Pepper. How are you doing today?
I'm soaring with the eagles, like every day.
Soaring with the Eagles.
Just trying to keep the dream alive, you know? Yeah, I'm good though. Thank you for having me.
You bang the drums?
Much appreciation. I do. I bang the drums for Pepper. Been doing it since 1997.
Man.
So yeah, it's been a long road. But that kind of segues me into the next thing is we have our first new album in 5 years coming out on July 16th.
How fucking exciting is that? Oh, by the way, this is uncensored.
Amazingly fucking exciting. But yeah, no, we're psyched.
I want to talk about the cover that I just saw, which
Yeah,
is like
just coincidentally,
a hot chick with balloons and a bed, and all I thought of was, yeah.
Yeah.
So what's that about?
That is just like as far as what's the picture about, or let's see. Basically, it's just basically about everything on the album in one picture. You know how they say a picture speaks a thousand words?
Yes.
All those words about that picture are on the album.
Okay.
But it's basically, it kind of was the one thing, like, you know, we had a great friends company that did all the layout for us and all the artwork for the CD. And that was just the one to us that really, from when we started making the album, we were like, okay, it's been so long, you know, what are we going to do? Is this like the new chapter? What are we going to do? And we were just like, no, what do we want to say? You know, and we kind of like, before we even started making the record, we summed everything up that we wanted to say in like 5 words, you know, or whatever. And it was kind of the same thing being flash forwarding to the end of the record. We're like, what does this record say? And that's what we wanted to portray with the layout and the artwork. And that was what kind of just summed it up perfectly. That is, excuse me, what I'd like to call the perfect nutshell to the new Pepper record.
So 5 years coming, and I know that you guys, with this one, it's going to be a little something for everyone.
Yeah.
So can you give me maybe a little insight to some of the lyrical content or something that I might hear on one of the songs, or maybe a song that you particularly like on this album?
Maybe a couple of them. There's a lot as far as the lyrical content, but I mean, it's like the single that we just released is called "Fuck Around." So,
Okay.
you know what I mean, and it's all about living in the moment and you know what I mean, and kind of getting caught up in that moment and enjoying that moment. But and then there's like one of my favorite songs is called "Undone," and that's just like, I think our first real like actual ballad that we've ever like had on an album. You know what I mean? It's like all my favorite bands I grew up with had to have a ballad on the album, but. So you know what I mean? So we have that far of a spectrum, I think, which we've always had on our albums, but I don't know. I just think this one's just way better, you know? We took a lot more time making it. The team we had around us making it is like Matt Wallace, who produced it. It's just everything, you know, the planets aligned, I think, for sure. And it's the one record that so far we have no like regrets yet. Usually at this point, after it got mastered, we'd be like,
Yeah,
I wish we would have done that. Yeah, or yeah, exactly.
And you guys are completely satisfied.
Yeah, totally. And
not waking up in the middle of the night saying, "Ugh."
No, we did all that
Good.
waking up in the middle of the night during the making of it.
All
But
right.
because and that's just, I think it took. I mean, for actual work, when we decided, like I told you, that okay, what do we want this record to say? From then till the finish of the record, you know, it was about a year solid, and that's some like Chinese democracy shit right there. But. I'm just kidding. I don't want to say those words, and we never said that. We're not talking
We're
about
editing
Biggie Pepper. Phew. All right. So
5 years coming, man. So July 16th. Cannot wait to hear it. So let's talk a little bit about personal stuff about you yourself. I know that you guys did have a song that you were able to play on a video game. Are you a gamer? Do you play video games?
No.
Not so much?
Yeah, me not personally, not so much. I'm into this app game that I really like. It's called Domination, that you can play on the iPhone, and it's like a dominoes type of game, but it's like a new take on it. There's like multipliers and stuff. So that's the one I usually do when I'm, you know, we got so much time to kill. You know, it's a hurry up and wait thing on tour. So that's the one I probably play when I'm killing time on tour, and between all the social networking, of course, would be Domination.
We do love our social networking. All right, so when you're not on tour and you're home, what is your favorite homemade dish?
Ooh, man. Well, food is probably my second favorite thing in the world.
Yeah.
Besides surfing, so that's a tough one. Probably just like like a really like just the best like dark ruby colored piece of ahi, like you know, the yellowfin tuna, and either just sliced up sashimi style with some cabbage,
sounds so good.
or just my uncle back in Hawaii, down in South Kona, he makes this homemade blackened seasoning that he always just ships me these big jars of it, and so I just shipped my blackened ahi.
Yeah. So I want to talk a little bit about.
So I'll sear it at that point, just to be clear.
Yes.
So that's either one of those.
All right. So talk a little bit about living in Hawaii. Did you ever get to do things like swimming with the dolphins? Are you into that kind of stuff?
Yeah. We've swim with dolphins. We've done all the. I mean, growing up there, you inevitably. Me too, personally. My mom worked in like the tourist industry, so I always would. Her clients were all that. Like I parasailed and did all the touristy stuff just growing up. But yeah, I mean, honestly though, I mean in Hawaii, you know, you swim with dolphins every day. Like surfing, you always see they come bless you, you know, and like see them swimming and whatnot. So yeah, but
I heard this crazy, like, what is the statistic that like 14% of people are raped by dolphins a year? Okay, have you ever seen a dolphin raping in your time, or have you known or had any friends or victims that have been raped by dolphin?
No.
That's kind of crazy.
yeah, really?
Yeah.
Okay, I got a lot of stuff. I got the murder junkies to look up, and dolphin raping. So
I'm being totally serious.
No, that's
They look to me so nice, but apparently.
well, they're very tough because they can if them and a like great white shark got into a fight, supposedly the dolphin would win.
Really?
Yeah, it's like the whole it's like the
Wow.
whole mongoose and cobra snake thing, you know.
Okay,
Mongoose
alright.
mongoose they say will kill it. Yeah.
Interesting, interesting. All right, so back to the band, back to Pepper. What else can we look for, expect 2013 besides you got the album, you're in Sacramento, we are really excited. What else do you got going on?
We'll be back in Sacramento, but
Yeah.
we're gonna do. So this is just an evening with Pepper right now, which is what we're about to experience tonight
Okay.
at Ace of Spades. Is just the thought was born because we needed to, of course, learn how to play the new songs. You know, you spend a year you spend a year in the studio. It's way different studio mode than live mode. So we're like, cool. Then we're like, okay, we haven't been on a headlining tour for a couple years, so we want to make it special for all the beautiful fans that make all this a reality. So, we thought of, okay, well, we can do maybe some acoustic stuff too or something. So that's where it kind of just snowballed from there. Like any idea does with the three of us. And so
Usually involves caffeine.
yeah. Yerba mate and a bong rip. I'm just soaring with the Eagles. And then
ideas.
Yeah, and then I'm just like, how's the view down there? So then we decided, we're like, well, why don't we just kind of make it at some smaller, more intimate venues, and then we decided not to bring any support bands, which we love bringing out our friends and bringing out bands that we love, but we've never done it this style before, where it's just the evening with Pepper. So now it's just basically 2.5 hours of Pepper playing.
So we're going to get to hear old, new.
Yeah, everything.
Everything in
Yeah,
between
the full spectrum.
The full Monty.
Yeah, and it's been going really good. We're really stoked. It's super new, and the reaction's been great. I think no one's really gotten any major complaints about it, so we're stoked. But point being though is we're gonna finish this up, and then the album comes out July 16th. We're gonna be doing a bunch of promo and all that for the record, and then September comes, and then we're doing the big headlining U.S. tour, and
All right.
yeah, and then from then on, we're gonna keep going and a bunch of touring for the album.
Okay, well, we can't wait. So keep an eye out. July 16th, that is going to be the album you want. You need it. You must have it.